Hey guys, Monday, March the 25th of 2024. I just got in from a red-eye flight. I am tired, but you know what? I'm doing my US pre-market open. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, there is weakness kicking in. It's at a $1.60 value area low on the monthly. On the weekly chart, there's a $1.59 value area low. And on the daily, obviously is the 152. But volume has been dwindling like everybody's leaving town. Look at that. Everybody's just leaving town. We got this nice pop, pulled back, sideways, couldn't take out that 176. Now bears a smelling weakness, pushing lower. Can it test 152? It's possible. I'm thinking it's going to go like this, kind of went like this, and somehow like this, but not guaranteed. So far, we're pushing lower. Let's look at our simple glance chart. Nothing positive here. The only thing is positive is the MACD. You can see value area low here. Nothing's positive. Even the MACD and the daily went negative, and we broke the Mobo bands. So the pressure is to the downside. The path of least resistance is to the downside. We failed the 168, and it's possible that we could test this 152. Now the thing is it going to be a fail new low? Are we going to go down there, find support, consolidate, then bounce, or it's going to push even lower, or some kind of capitulation, and then I don't know, it's all unknown right now. I got a lot of things positive. It's not like this, not that a lot of the cycles that I'm watching are negative. They're positive from the ones I'm watching. And it's mixed. There's some things that are positive, some things that are negative. But price action hasn't been cooperating to go at least to the upside. From here it failed, and that's happening now. Let's look at I call this the FT chart. FT levels, these are like key important levels to net gas DNA, and these are the ranges I'm watching, and this is very important down here, 143 to 141. If it wants to go down there, this is where I'm going to be buying. So if it's going to continue dwindling sideways to lower, I already have a buy order right here at 143. So if it goes down there, boom, I'm in and see what happens. Let's look at our Andrews pitchfork. Sorry, I'm a little rusty here, tired, red eye. Just got in, got a cup of coffee. And I'm like, I got to rock and roll and at least put something out, because I didn't even do my weekly forecast. And I got to work on all that. So just forgive me. It's going to take time. As you can see, our Andrews pitchfork that was from here, we took it out because it's useless. We're not even up there. So I went ahead and put one here from these two swing points. I want to see now if it's going to go deep. It might probably kiss this midpoint here. But if it's going to hover here, and if I want to see strength, I wanted to get above and break this angle and get away from it. So I'm using this as a metric to see in geometry. If it's going to be weak, it's going to stay below this line. Maybe hug this one, and it could get ugly if it goes past the midpoint. So if it goes past the midpoint, I mean, it's already ugly. Regards to the 1x1, it already failed it. You put that line there, it already failed it there. Now we're looking at the downside of it. Now let's see how it's going to hold and where the bulls are going to show up, where the bulls are going to be like, all right, this is it. We got to take over. But that hasn't happened. Let's look at our Gann grid, 4-hour chart. This is what this chart is. Let's open this up here a little bit. As you can see from the first impulse wave, we're already finding support at the 75%, which is that 159, and bounced. Now the key is that going to hold? It might probably go down there again, but if that fails, you got two more levels. You got the 153 and obviously the 152. But so far it's finding support at the 75%. It failed at 50, which is the midpoint from the first impulse. And I got this trend line going down, so let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I got to look at all my other charts, the master chart and all that. Anything important here? Measured move. Let's see how ugly could it get. And these are all the downsides that nat gas has done. So far, this is the one that was working here, not in regards to time, but in regards to price. And it was holding here, but then now things changed. So we got another level down here, which is 151. Obviously, yeah, the 152. It's possible as a measured move, not in time, but in price, that it might go down there and find support from all the way down here. Now, if it's going to get really ugly, you got some down here, some measured moves. You got one at 146, you got one at 141, you got one at 139. So these are measured moves from the past, I believe since April 14. So it's in the DNA that it's possible that it could find, support in one of these here. But that's a no. And then you got this one that it's like really ugly and it goes out more in the future. Let's go into our midpoint chart. I don't want to make this video too long. I think I'm not going to make the US session, but it's fine. For those that are, online, they could at least see this. So we broke our wedge, pushing lower half point. Didn't really work out to the upside. You got the 2/3 coming in at April 1st. And then the 3/4 coming in at the April 7th. And we're finding kind of support here at this 160. But not guaranteed. And then you got your 152. And for the week, we need at least to get above 170. And so far in the overnight session is not looking too good. The last leg for the week is 158. And we almost kissed it. It's 158.6 and we did 158.9. So this is for the whole week. If we go below that, it's like really weak. It's really bear territory. But yeah, this is for the whole week, and we're already at the bottom of the barrel. And to be positive for this week, we need to close at least 170. And for today, we're at the bottom of the barrel too, 160. So there's nothing below there. Once you get down to like 152. And to be bullish this week at least, not this week, today only, it's 168. So as long as we can get above 168 and one VWAP, and I don't know what the statistical calendar says. I haven't even looked at that, so I don't even know because I haven't done that yet. But so far, the path of least resistance is to the downside. So keep an eye out for 152. Let's see the square of 9 if there's anything of interest here. We're already 158. And that's somewhere around here. So 157. Yep. So if it's going to do this, it could be this week. And maybe go to 169, 163, go back to 157. It could be this range right here this week. But if 157, 158, 157 doesn't hold, it's going straight to 152 to 151, which is your 180 degree. And it's going to be like that. And if it pushes even lower, this is my target right here. This is the sweet spot between 145 and 142. Any of these guys right here could be a nice little, if I'm going to risk, let's see. I'll put something in or, buy some stocks or whatever related to it and, keep a little distance, manage your risk. But, this could be a good entry right here and see what happens. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on nat gas.